Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are finally back after so long with more Cienie. Now, I have some explaining to do. You see, y'all were supposed to begin a Cienie video or two a while ago with the last build, but for some reason, when I record this, and for context, I use OBS, and I have two OBS windows up. One of them is recording my sprite and my microphone, and the other one is recording the actual gameplay footage. You see, for some reason, my computer didn't save the gameplay footage. It only saved my sprite. So, all that work wasted. Yeah, so I kind of waited for a good while until the memory isn't so fresh in my mind that I can play this and still have a great time. And now the new build recently came out, so here I am. So what I basically did was I took a save file and I kind of skipped over to where we last left off on in my last Cienie video. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Finally. So the last thing we left off on, from what I can remember, the bird loan shark lackey confronted Otto, and then Anna, his sister, came in to save the day, so let's go lesbians. We get a tarot reading from Anna and Selena, and for some reason, we looked up at the ceiling, and we see like this weird, fucked up looking eye, and then Tom passes out. And they do. Oh, also, Anna knows about Otto's financial situation, so yeah, she's pissed. Nothing else needs to be said, so let's continue onward, shall we? I wish this bed wasn't so uncomfortable. The uneven foam underneath leaves parts of the frame poke my back. Dark room, no windows. My eyes begin to water, and I instinctively rub them to ease the strain. I almost call out for someone. Otto? An unfamiliar name. Maybe it was from a dream I was having? Next thing I know, light starts to pour from the gap between the door and floor. I hear whispers from the next room. They're speaking German. I recognize the language, but not well enough to understand it. Same with the first voice that comes from behind the door. I can't read German, so if I fuck this up, which I am gonna fuck this up, I apologize. Where should pngtuber have been prepared? I can't. Nope. I'm not even gonna attempt that. Meshkol Dreisen until this project. Noch eine wir haben will okay, nope. Not reading that. Director das nicht hören. Was machen wir mit dem Herr? Okay. I can't make out the reply. Hearing the conversation, I begin to shake. I don't understand why. I try to get up, but my body refuses to cooperate. Hello, mysterious guy. Suddenly, the door creaks open and light from outside pours into the room, revealing the plain concrete walls and floor. The doctor enters the room and walks towards a small table, one of the room's only features aside from the chair next to it and my bed, with the lamp on it. He turns the lamp on, directing it at me, then locks the door. Even though I know him well, his face looks fuzzy for some reason, and all I can make out is his lab coat. Hello, how are you feeling today, Mieszko? Or is it Mieszko? It's Mieszko. Okay. Let's try that again. Hello, how are you feeling today, Mieszko? For some reason, the name rings out in my ears. But it is my name, I know that. What's wrong? I can feel the doctor frowning at the delay in my answer, even though I can't make out his face. Please cooperate. We don't want a repeat of the last incident. I ignore his plea, but more out of confusion than anything else. I can't control my own limbs. What is happening to me? I try to turn my head to look around further, but all I can do is stare at the doctor. He jots something down. I'm alright. Even my voice sounds off to me. Maybe because it has started to crack? Let's discuss your test, okay? Okay. Did you have any dreams, or anything strange happening? A panicked feeling rises in my chest. I think I was at someone's birthday party, but I didn't recognize anyone. I see. Maybe because you miss your friends? I don't know. Do you remember your friends? No. When will I be able to leave this room? I don't know. I see. The world outside is in a bad place right now. You're safe here. Mother knows best. Listen to your mumsy. On your own, you won't survive. I don't feel safe. I understand. Please remember that what we're doing here is for the greater good. You might not understand now, but one day, people will remember you as a hero. Alright. I lie down and turn to face the concrete wall. My eyes are welling up with tears, but I don't want the doctor to see them. It made him angry, I think. I'll bring you something nice next time, Mieszko. Okay, doctor. The chair screeches as the voice fades from the room, followed by the thud of the closing door. Inky blackness surrounds me once more, and I hear myself sobbing. But the sound is muffled somehow, as if coming from behind a wall. It fades quickly, and soon it's just darkness. Until more whispers pierce it. Das ist schrecklich. Und wer wo others say. Sischen Kinder. I hear my distorted voice speaking through my mouth again. I want to go home. How long have I been lying like this? Hours? Days? It feels long enough. Long enough for me to keep mulling over the same question. What in the hell is happening to me? Is that my thought? Suddenly, I hear the rush of heavy footsteps in the corridor. I remain still and unmoving, like being held down by something. A loud alarm blares through the chamber. I cover my ears, trembling, as the doctor rushes into the room. Even with ears covered, though, I hear loud booms somewhere in the distance, interspersed with the screams of people panting in the hallway. The doctor speaks, urgency filling his voice. It's okay, don't be afraid, but we have to go now. What is going on? Who's coming? He grabs me by the hand and starts pulling me out of the room. Bad people, we gotta go. Where? The doctor goes silent, though he doesn't stop running as he drags me behind him. He glances at me over his shoulder. We have to take temporary shelter. Don't worry, we are prepared for this. There's a safe room close by. You can play with your friends once we get there. What? No way. Don't worry, our soldiers will drive the enemy back. We'll be out soon. Okay. Just, I want to say, Mieszko, you've made it so far. I'm proud of you. I feel nauseous. Why is this happening? Why now? My breaths become labored as my steps lag behind the doctor. Eventually, my legs give in and I drop to the floor. Oof. Hold on, let me carry you. Ouch. You might want to put some Neosporin on that, dude. Everything fades. The sounds, the cries. And we're back. That was fun. No, don't! A warm fuzzy hand caresses my cheek as I open my eyes once again. Otto? Tom, it's me, Otto. Do you know where you are? I looked around as three familiar faces looked back at me, all equally concerned. Are we still at your house? I think he's coming back to his senses. What I just experienced leaves me disoriented. But at least I'm now certain it is finally over. Wait, what did I experience? Something is fading from my mind already. Something important, I know it. Was it a dream? It felt so vivid in the moment. Otto flashes me a goofy smile, but he can't hide how worried he is. Somehow, seeing that caring expression kind of puts me at ease. Thank God you're okay. You need anything? I press the base of my throat. Some water would be nice. On it. Hold your head still, Tom. Anna gently presses a cold pat to my head. I assume that's where I landed after... Ouch. Sorry. You hit your head pretty hard just now. How you feeling, Tom? You really scared us. Yeah, we were just about to call the emergency service. Sorry, guys, but I'm mostly fine now. What happened? You went unconscious for about 10 minutes. I think you had one of your episodes? I take some time to process her words. It felt so real, though. But looking back to it now, Anna's explanation made sense. Yeah, you're right. Though I think this one was a lot more severe than usual. It's fine. I'm sorry, Tom. I hope the Terrarian didn't trigger your... No, I don't think so. Anna must sense that I don't believe what I just said, but she reluctantly nods. I take some time to gather my thoughts, but everything from moments ago feels fuzzy. What happened after I passed out? When you collapsed, I yelled for Anna, and well, after that you became delirious? Yeah, you were mumbling something while we were trying to get you on the couch. What did I say? It was hard to make out, except for a name? A name? Yes, Mieszko. Just about the only thing I remember from the episode. Only thing concrete, at least. The emotions I was feeling still linger. Sadness, exhaustion, panic, terror. I have never had an episode this vivid before. Perhaps I really should contact my psychiatrist again. Otto returns and hands me a cup of water. I take a sip as he sits down beside me. Thanks. He gives my shoulder a firm squeeze. Despite that, something tugs at my thoughts, and after a moment, I realize what. Selena. I remember her reacting to whatever was happening before I passed out. I glance at her, eyebrows raised. Selena is staring vacantly at the couch, not saying anything. Did I imagine it? No, I couldn't have. She called it out. She saw it. I can't read her expression, but I need to ask her. I need to know. Our eyes meet as she finally speaks. Well, we're glad you're okay now. That name you were saying, Mieszko. Who's that? I have no idea. I don't recall ever meeting a Mieszko. Anna nods thoughtfully. Are you sure you're feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine now. Okay, just keep the cold pat to your head. She turns to the others. Let's clean up. Actually, Selena, can we chat for a second? This is the only way to know if Selena saw it too. Anna shrugs as Selena nods and walks over to the couch. Otto, meanwhile, follows his sister into the kitchen. I nod for Selena to sit down next to me. When it was just you and me in the living room, there was something crawling up the ceiling. You noticed it, right? You even pointed it out to me. Selena's eyes widen. Tom, actually, you were the one who pointed it out. What? Before you collapsed, you looked up and asked me if I could see it too. Tom, No, I could swear you were looking right at it. I really didn't see anything, Tom. You're lying! Selena flinches as I jump to my feet. My shouting draws the siblings back into the living room. Both of them are staring at me, bewildered. Tom? Selena? What's going on? Realizing how frightened Selena looks as I stare down at her, I blink and sit back down. Sorry, I tried to calm myself down, but my legs are trembling. So if she didn't see it, what did I just remember? Was it simply a false memory? Anna approaches me and leans down, holding my knee firmly. Yes, Lena's gaslighting us because we all saw that scene. She was staring right at it. She was saying, "What the hell is that?" And we all saw the eye. The eye of the storm. I am not my body, not my mind, not my brain, not my thoughts and feelings. I am not my DNA. Tom, what's going on? I swear, Tom, I didn't see anything, but I did feel something heavy looming over you. Anna turns back to Selena, wide-eyed. What? Sorry, but I've no idea what it was. Anna sighs, standing up and crossing her arms. In that case, we can't truly rule out that there was a spiritual disturbance. Selena glances at me uncomfortably, then turns her gaze back to Anna. Babe, you're jumping way too far with way too little. Maybe, but all things considered, I can't rule it out either. We need to make sure Tom is protected. I don't think it's necessary. I didn't ask what you think. Something is obviously wrong. You know what's wrong. It's my... Maybe, maybe not. Selena just said that she sensed something, but she also saw something too, but she's keeping it secret for some reason. She's like lying. She's gaslighting us. What the fuck is going on, Selena? So at least, when it comes to things like that, let me deal with it. You mean us? Yeah, sorry, a slip-up. Selena looks uncomfortable, but musters up a smile before she and Anna carry on with their discussion. While the girls are talking about how to protect me from spirits, I look at Otto. I lower my voice into a whisper to not interrupt the girls. Otto, I think I want to go home now. Yeah, totally get that. I forced a pained smile. After what just happened, I'm too terrified to be dragged any further into occult nonsense. No, Nana, she'd prepare 10 more seances if I let her. Otto pats my head, ruffling my hair. If you need anything, I'm here. I know. I swat his hand away. Silly. Thanks. Anna and Selena are still discussing the best method and ritual to protect me. Anna, I'm going to drive Tom home. Can I use your car? Well, we were about to visit Mom anyway, so let's all drive. We can drop off Tom first. Speaking of parents, Dad would freak out and ask a million questions if he heard about any of this. Guys? Yes, Tom? Just don't tell anyone about what happened tonight. If that's what you want, we won't, but... Anna takes something out of her bag. While Selena and I figure out how to protect you from this evil spirit, I think you should wear this. Babe, we don't even know what it truly was. How are we already at evil spirits? Anna sticks her tongue out at her girlfriend before handing me a small trinket with a gem attached in the center. Wear it around your neck, especially if you feel something bad might be coming. I turn it over within my palm. This trinket business only confuses me more. Actually, you know what? Just wear it and don't take it off so it will always protect you. Whether you believe in it or not, it's worth trying. I contemplate her words for a moment. Sure, I'll keep it. Anna puts both of her hands on my shoulder, shaking me gently. Promise me, Tom. I'm honestly worried about you. Anna. Listen, you're currently dealing with a stalker, and now maybe something else has attached itself to you. Whatever, as long as it gets Anna off my back. Fine, I promise. I put the necklace around my neck. Happy? Anna nods, pat me on the shoulder. I'll be happier when we've given you proper protection. Selena rolls her eyes, but doesn't comment further. I gather my belongings as we all prepare to head out. As I put my jacket on, Otto approaches me. I'm sorry about earlier, too. I'm unsure what he refers to. What do you mean? You know. I really don't. I meant what happened with that eagle. Oh. Honestly, with everything that happened since then, I had practically forgotten about it. I mean, I almost got you hurt. I wish you hadn't stepped in front of me like that. If Anna had showed up in time, you could have been seriously injured. Maybe I could have taken him down. Judging by how Anna handled it, but I could kick his ass too. Otto's brows furrow. Fine. I'm sure her having trained in martial arts her whole life gave Anna a leg up on me. Otto fidgets with his finger, struggling to meet my eyes. Just, again, I'm sorry. I give him a calm smile. You're fine, Otto. Just keep yourself safe, okay? I grab the door handle and pull it open. Otto's so fucking hot. Anna drives the car, with Selena riding shotgun. Otto did say he wanted to drive, but after arguing with his sister, he relented, now sitting at the back with me. As I watch the wispy clouds far above, I still cannot wrap my head around what I went through tonight. A dream? A psychotic episode? A possession? Did I imagine that entity on the ceiling? As much as Selena scoffs at the idea, I have to admit Anna's hypothesis may have a point. Then again, I could just be losing it. The more I try to make sense of it, the more lost I become. And who the fuck was Mieszko? There's something about it. Some detail that keeps tugging at the very edge of my consciousness, but eluding me at the same time. Does it tie to Kuromino? And if so, how? A firm touch from Otto's paw on my knee jolts me back to reality. You sure you're okay? I realized that the car stopped some time ago, and now everyone is staring at me with concern. Yeah, I'm fine. Tom, if you need anything. He leans closer. Well, my house is here. Thanks for the ride, guys. As I jump out of the car, Anna calls out to me. Tom. Yeah? If you're still not feeling well next week, there's no need to come into work. Am I being fired? No, silly. I'm giving you some days off until you're feeling better. Thanks, Anna. Get real soon, Tom. I smile and wave back at her before finally stepping into my house. Aww. So, when I first played this, I do remember Selena gaslighting us and everything. I remember certain things, because it's been a minute. Usually when I play a new build, I have to go back to and rewatch my video just to catch up a little bit. But anyway, inside, I lock the door behind me and quickly take off my shoes. Dad is already waiting for me in the living room. I am really not looking forward to any more conversation tonight. Hey, Tomek. Hey, Dad. I cover the bump on my head with my palm so he won't notice. If you're hungry, I've made tomato soup for dinner. It's in the fridge. Nah, already ate. I'm just gonna go to bed. He nods at me before focusing back on his show. I guess I'm free from the interrogation tonight. As I walk past, however, he turns his head to me again. How have you been? Good. Is there anything? Well, just trying to have a conversation, you know? Oh, okay. Sorry, Dad, but I fake a yawn. Maybe tomorrow? He smiles bitterly as he collapses further onto the sofa. It's okay. Good night, son. His reaction makes me feel rather guilty, though I really don't want to waste any more words on him tonight. As I enter my room, I drop all of my stuff on the floor before sinking into my bed. Ugh, I'm so tired. Then again, aren't I always? It's inescapable. Ugh, this whole investigation must be driving me insane. I mean, I can't talk to Marcus about tonight. He'll simply tell me to drop the case and focus on my mental health. And Dad? I don't even want to imagine what he'd say. Ignoring that whole situation for now, I instead turned my mind to my visit to Otto's parents' house today. Even Mrs. Oginski's reaction was an enigma, after she said that the bear in the photo wasn't Bernard. I mean, she has no reason to lie to me, I think. The bear in the photo was wearing a military outfit, though. That's when something else comes back to me. In that dream, there were gunshots. Could that be related? Didn't I see someone wearing the same... No, don't be stupid. Even if I did, who could deny I simply conflated what I saw in the photo and projected it into the vision? I need to focus on things that I actually have certainty over instead. Hence, I should ask Marcus what he learned from Bernard. As I hug my pillow, lying on my side and facing away from the window, my mind wanders to Camille. Maybe once he's found, I can have some clarity. It all started with Camille, didn't it? As my eyelids get heavier, my mind keeps returning to what Camille asked me. Yes, Camille. I think I can see it too. The sun is already high above when I wake up. I check the time on my phone. It's almost noon. Have I really been out for 10 hours? I rarely sleep that long, yet I still feel restless. This investigation has definitely thrown my body clock out of kilter. As I try to get up, the lingering grogginess knocks me off balance, and I'm forced to sit back down on the mattress. Fuck. I guess I need to take things slow today. Keep my mind from working overtime like it has been for the past couple weeks. If only my head could just be empty for once. I glanced at the fake detective board I put together just before leaving for Warsaw. It reminds me of Mom. What will you do if you were here? She always supported my ambition to be a lawyer, and I wanted to make her proud of me. Helping people was the goal I had in mind, be it a lawyer or a detective. But now I'm not sure anymore. Am I even making a difference? All I want now is for her to be safe, somewhere, and not... I let out a long sigh, staring at the floor. My phone buzzes. A string of notifications snaps me out of my thoughts. Hey, Katie. Been trying to reach you all morning. Want to join our fishing trip today? It'll be me and Raymond. Morning, Tom. Just wanted to check how you're feeling. When you feel better, maybe we could go to the cinema? Or not if you don't want to. Speaking of that, I need to check showtimes. I'm gonna hang with a friend after this. Anyway, I leave my phone on the desk and lie back on my bed. I'm not feeling very social right now. As I try to settle my thoughts, my stomach growls. I need to eat. Just as hunger starts to take over, a sweet aroma wafts up from downstairs. I push myself off the bed and head to the stairs. The groggy sensation hasn't fully faded, but starvation is a longer force right now. The sizzle of the frying pan from the kitchen sounds almost nostalgic. It's like when we all used to... I knew that would lower you down. I spot Dad in an apron, flipping pancakes in the kitchen. A bizarre sight. I still want to see a sprite of him in a frilly apron. Come on, Ben, please. I need this. What's the occasion? Your mom never needed an occasion to make breakfast, did she? Well, I guess I'm hungry. I instantly interrupt him in case he gets too sentimental. Stepping next to him, I grab a plate from the drawer and take some pancakes from the finished stack with a fork. I'm going to eat in my room if that's okay. Before I can leave, he grabs me by the arm. Tom, can we have a proper conversation for once? I pull back and free myself. Not a good time. I really don't want him telling me that it's pointless to look for Mom. I have something to do, but thanks for the pancakes.
Maybe later today, when I get back from work.
Right, I forgot he has a job now. It's still hard to believe, but at least he's trying. Enough to pay the bills.
Are you going out anywhere today?
Sure, and no, I'm just gonna stay at home.
Tomek, are you alright?
I sigh and shrug. Could be better. When he doesn't press further, I head upstairs. I can feel his gaze following me. I actually feel awful. But I seriously don't want to talk to him if he doesn't even want to try to believe that she is still alive. Even so, after whatever that dream or nightmare was, I don't want him pretending to worry about me. Not like he'd believe me anyway. He never believed before. Why would he now? Well. Okay, now we're in Martus's point of view. Hooray! Hooray!
I see. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. I weave my fingers together in front of my snout, letting my chin rest on my thumbs as I stare into the laptop monitor. Its glow casts a long shadow under my muzzle as I am hunched over the desk. My paws have been aching for hours since I received a contact list connected to Forte's security, which Igor helped me find. Even after all the phone calls I've made, there is surprisingly little information about it. The company seems clean, at least on the surface. Yet with how small of a digital footprint they've left, and how little they advertise, it's a wonder they land any contracts at all. Something doesn't add up. I just don't know what yet. I think Carell was recently hired by them as a security guard. Maybe I had to ask him for help. Even Tom didn't say much about why they're after Otto. Maybe that bear didn't give Tom the whole story. Either way, I'll have to talk to Tom about it again. I put aside this matter to focus on what could be a big break in another case today. After all that had happened, I could finally talk to Camille's mother. Maybe some pieces of the puzzle will finally fall into place. Huh? I nearly lunged for the telephone. Hello? Hey, Marcus. Carell, I was just thinking about you. Oh, how come? Well, you see, I've been having sort of feelings for you. You know, ever since our fight and everything, and now that we started to get along, I was just thinking, this time maybe won't be so bad after all. And also, Tom could really use, maybe a secondary parental figure. I kind of already am to him. So, but I was just wondering, do you want to grab some dinner tonight? You don't have to say yes immediately, just think about it. I think, we'll be a good match.
Now, the real question for me is, am I team Marcus and Carell, or am I team Marcus and Bernard? That's my question for myself. Because I love Old Man Yahweh, so those two are really great, in my eyes. But I want to know, what do you, the viewers, think the best ship is? Please, let me know.
Just want to ask you something work-related, but that can wait. What's up? A long silence on the other end. Something definitely happened. Is Tom okay? I don't know, but... Another silence. Did they get into a fight? What happened? I don't know, it's just... He sighs through the receiver. I stayed quiet, giving him some time. I mean, he came back late yesterday, and the way he looked worried to be sick. I asked him, but he brushed me off.
Well, Tom said he went to Otto's for Anna's welcoming party. Maybe he got completely knackered there.
Oh, I didn't know that. But it really looked like something did happen, so could you... Carell's sentence lingers, as if begging me to finish it. I can talk to him if that's what you want. I think that would be for the best. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to go. Running late already. Tell me how it goes once you spoke to him. Sure. Thanks, Marcus. Oh, about your... He hangs up before I can finish. Guess he really was in a hurry. I don't know how to help this family. Tom is already an adult, though he struggles to act like one. He has every right not to want to interact with Corral. And yet, I can't help feeling responsible. Like helping Corral is somehow my duty. I let out a sigh of my own. Well, guess I'll focus on Camille's case for now. As I grab my coat, I make sure I have my keys, wallets, and, of course, a pack of cigarettes. Maybe after visiting Mrs. Novak at the hospital, I'll head over to Tom's house to make sure everything is alright.
Woohoo, we're gonna visit Camille's mother. Hooray!
There are 2 police cars parked at the hospital. I enter the foyer, walk up to the reception desk, and inform them about my business. The receptionist excuses herself to make a phone call.
Alright, Mr. Waldner. The police chief asks that you wait here.
Sure. As I step away from the desk, my tummy growls. I was so preoccupied with this morning's investigation that I completely skipped breakfast. Usually, Raymond drops by my office on weekends and brings something to eat along. Oh, I forgot to tell him that I'm not at the office today, in case he shows up. I pull out my phone and begin typing. Afternoon, Raymond. Won't be at my office today. Got some business at the hospital. Okay, now that's sorted. Time to grab something to eat. I noticed a vending machine conveniently placed near the weighing area. I walked over and browsed through the available items. I guess I will just get a sandwich then. After slotting a few coins into the machine, I watch as the sandwich drops down with a press of a button. It's not great.
Detective Waldner?
Chief Agata appears at the end of the corridor. I quickly stash my half-eaten sandwich in my pocket as she approaches. Sorry, just grabbing lunch.
Of course. Mrs. Novak's ward is this way. Come with me, Waldner.
I follow her to the elevator. So, how's Mrs. Novak?
She rests one hand on her hip, shifting her weight to one side as we wait. The doctor says she has responded well to simple questions, but her memories are still a bit hazy.
Glad to hear it. I watch the floor numbers blink as it counts down towards our floor.
And with that in mind, I hope you told the line today, Mr. Waldner.
She then steps to the elevator. No elaboration. What does she mean by that? We stand silently inside as the elevator climbs up, stopping on nearly every floor as people come and go. I feel a tightness around my neck under Agata's constant stare, while everyone else seems unbothered by the tension brewing inside the cabin. Feeling the claustrophobic sensation creeping in, I loosen my necktie. After what feels like an eternity, the elevator reaches our floor. Once we're out, I take a deep breath. And just to our left, Igor is already standing by the front door to Mrs. Novak's private ward, waiting for us. Good afternoon, Igor.
Afternoon, Marcus.
Seeing Igor reminds me of our discussion from earlier. Hopefully, Agata won't give me an earful for requesting someone stationed at Tom's house. So, did Igor tell you about my request?
Yes. You asked Officer Burrup to keep an eye on our witness, and you requested someone to watch Tomas's house.
Knowing where this is going, I looked over at Igor. He shrugs. It was faster just asking him for both.
I'm sure it was faster for you, but paperwork still needs to be filed.
I understand that. She crosses her arms.
I don't think you do. What were you even thinking, not calling the police immediately?
For what? To terrorize Tom's life even more?
Oh, come now, Waldner. I thought we were past that.
He doesn't need cops rummaging through his room right now. I don't think the kid will ever move past what happened during the investigation. She presses her hands against her face and sighs.
Waldner, I don't have time to argue about the past. We have more pressing matters right now.
She then opens the door and calls out to someone inside. A moment later, a young male police officer steps out. She places her hand behind his back and nudges him forward.
Oh, I forgot how to pronounce his name. Wait. Dariusz Antoniusz. I got you. This is Officer Antoniusz. He'll be watching over Kistro's residence.
The young officer, a husky, extends his hand to me, eager for a handshake.
Just Darius is fine, Detective Allner. It's an honor to finally meet you.
I take his hand, and he shakes it vigorously with palpable excitement. I glance at Agata and Igor, confused, but neither says anything. Oh, thanks, Darius?
And per your request, Officer Burruff will monitor the witness.
Appreciate it, Chief. She nods.
Officer Antonius here is our most recent transfer. I'm sure you will get along just fine.
She grins before turning around to discuss something with Igor. For someone who's often grim and stern, she definitely has a twisted sense of humor. Set me up with someone like this.
When I was stationed in Warsaw, I heard a lot about you.
His tail whizzes like a propeller.
That's cute.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm a big fan of your previous work.
Catching serial killers is no small feat, Detective Allner.
Well, just the one. A familiar weight settles in my chest as I recall those nights. A feeling I thought I had left behind. The husky must have noticed something in my expression.
Oh, sorry if I... Officer Antonius, please, let's focus on today's agenda.
Yes, Chief! He strains his back and salutes before backing off.
What I'm trying to say is that you're kind of someone I was hoping to meet when I came here.
I don't respond. Instead, I just nod and move past him towards Agata. She's right. There are more important matters to deal with. I grab the door handle to Mrs. Novak's room and glance at Agata, waiting for approval.
Go ahead, Mr. Vollner.
We enter the room.
He looks sad! He looks sad when we ignore him! Aww.
Mrs. Novak is lying in bed, connected to several monitors. She's looking out the window, her gaze lost in distance. Agata and Igor remain by the door as I step closer to her bed frame. Good afternoon, Mrs. Novak. How are you feeling?
Mr. Vollner.
Yes, I'm glad you still recognize me.
You found him. My boy.
Yes, you called to tell us he returned home. Do you remember what happened after?
The
monitor suddenly beeps a little faster as her eyes dart haphazardly around the room. Don't worry, we can take it slow. I'm here to help.
Camille, he came home that night.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I'm so happy. I need to repay you. Where? My wallet.
For the first time since we arrived, she looks directly at me and smiles. She tries to sit up, but I gently place my hand on her shoulder. No, not now. You need to rest.
You're such a kind man, Mr. Vollner.
She relaxes again, sinking into the pillow, her gaze drifting back to the window. So, what happened after he returned home?
Yes. After he came home, I
remain quiet to give her space to gather her thoughts. A single tear suddenly flows down her cheek.
I yelled at him. I told him I was disappointed with him, but it wasn't true.
It's okay.
No. I made him sad because I was sad. He said he had to leave again, that we have to leave.
Leave where?
Far away, so we could be safe.
Safe from what?
He said bad people were coming.
She pauses, glancing towards Agata and Igor. Agata gives a subtle nod while Igor continues taking notes. So he told you to pack lightly and go with him?
Yes. But I didn't want to. My church needed me, and who would tend to my husband's grave?
Camille was in a hurry. They argued, and she refused to leave. Though he must have convinced her somehow. Or maybe the fear was enough? After you left the house and headed to the bus stop, what happened then?
I don't remember.
I considered giving her a few details we've already uncovered, hoping it might help jog her memory. So, a nearby security camera recorded you and Camille walking towards the bus stop, but he was constantly looking over his shoulder.
Yes, he was very scared. I kept asking why, and he said that they have found out.
Found out what?
I don't know, dear.
Understood. After that, another camera recorded you both run into the forest, but no one was chasing you.
We did run, and run, until I had no strength left. And then, someone pushed me. Someone pushed me. Someone pushed me. Camille thought I heard someone fighting.
Do you know who pushed you?
No, it was dark. I couldn't see.
Do you think it was Camille?
No, it can't be. He was with me, and he...
She pauses, glancing around the room again.
Is Camille here?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Novak. He went missing again after you both went to the forest.
Oh, please find my son. I'm worried for him.
Yes, I promise, but we need to understand what happened that night. I take her hand gently. Take your time, Mrs. Novak. She then nods, taking a deep breath before continuing.
Then I was in so much pain. Everything went quiet. I didn't have the strength to even call for my son.
You sure you didn't cry for help? Maybe when it happened. She doesn't respond, but I'm pretty sure Tom said he heard her shouting.
Then a young black cat arrived. He helped me.
Yes, Tomasz. He works for me.
The whole forest was watching him. His steps, his sounds.
What do you mean? Was someone else there?
Eyes.
I don't understand.
Watching.
The beeping spikes again as her heart rate picks up. It's okay. You're safe now.
Eyes here. Eyes there. Eyes everywhere.
What does that mean? Is someone watching you?
Watching. All of us. What? Oh. Okay.
As I let go of her hand, she begins to thrash around, rattling her hospital bed, before knocking out a glass beside her onto the floor.
Camille. Camille.
Her movements are violent, almost taking the IV line from her arm. It isn't long before a team of nurses and a doctor rush in, ordering us to leave. As we do, I'm left more confused than when I walked in.
So she can see the eyes. The hills have eyes.
Right now, I need to take a breather. I checked my right pocket for the leftover sandwich I just bought. I didn't realize it got smushed inside my pocket during the interview. Meanwhile, in the corridor, a doctor is already in a discussion with her subordinates. Probably a good idea to chime in.
Yes, no matter how we asked, she keeps insisting Camille wasn't involved at all.
So you're saying she's lying?
Chief Adada turns to me. A mother will always protect her child, regardless of how wrong the child is.
That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
You defend him after he broke into Tomas's house. Thought so.
She isn't wrong. I can't keep defending Camille, given his troubling behavior. And troubling would be a massive understatement. But just because he broke into his Tom's house doesn't mean he harmed his own mother. I lean against the wall, digging in my pocket for the pack of cigarettes, before remembering that this is a no-smoking zone. Camille didn't push her, but whoever did was already after them. If the camera didn't catch them, does it mean they ran to the woods out of sight? Potentially, if that's the case, someone came prepared. If they knew the camera layout, it would have struck to avoid detection. Camille probably panicked and ran, trying to hide. But he doesn't strike me as someone who easily gets scared. He is big, well-built, and can clearly fight back. Unless there was more than one attacker. Looks like your gears are turning. You could say that.
If so, we'd like to hear what you have to say.
I think someone knew exactly what they were doing with this ambush. Ambush? Yes, I'm sure someone was anticipating a flee. And you think they knew about the camera? Good, Igor's on the same page. Yeah, that's the first thing. I have something to ask of you, Chief. Could I get permission to retrieve the footage in person?
Why would I do that?
You won't like what I have to say otherwise.
Do what you must, as long as you bring the evidence back and share your findings.
Really?
Yeah, after hearing from that lady, I realized this case is a lot muddier than I thought.
Thank you, Chief.
One more thing. I didn't want to tell you over the phone, but...
She pulls an envelope from her pocket and hands it to me.
Here.
Is this?
Yeah, don't say I never do anything for you. Have a nice day, Volner.
They then all leave towards the elevator lobby. I stay behind to open the envelope. A written permission to enter Cromino. Finally!
And I believe that's where we stopped. Yep, this is where we stopped. I remember this. Okay, perfect. Woohoo! Okay, so we finally. Oh, hopefully it saves my videos. Please, I don't want to go through that again. I love this visual novel, but oh my god, if I had to keep repeating the same thing, I would freak out. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I just hit my microphone. I'm gonna crash out. Anyway, but yeah, Selena's gaslighting us. There might have been more than one person coming after Camille and his mom. And I guess Mrs. Nova can see the eyes too. So what the hell is going on? Anyway, we're going to continue this in the next part. So in the meantime, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. And subscribe if you're really interested. I'll leave a link to the visual novel in the description below, which I'll play for yourself, as well as a link to the official Cienie page on Blue Sky, as well as Ben and Armored's accounts if you want to support them over there. I'm also going to leave a link to the Patreon, which will support them financially. And I'll be leaving a link to my Blue Sky, which will support me there as well. And as always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my good friend Sid the Red Panda made for the February Game Jam called When You're Mine. Please do show your support to it, and if you do enjoy it, maybe just rate it and comment on it on itchio. We love reading those. It makes our day. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!